don't get out of there, they will kill you. Get out now.
After almost 5 years with no proper sequel for the Resident Evil franchise, Capcom kept a really big secret demoing this VR game called Project Kitchen. Then finally, on E3 2016, a trailer for Project Kitchen was shown, hence revealing that it was Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Capcom promised to its fans that the next Resident Evil was going back to their roots. 5 years later, Resident Evil is relevant once again.
You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
You're Ethan Winters, who just received an email video from your long-lost wife Mia, who's been missing for 3 years. As you embark on your journey, the nightmare begins.
Who are all you people? Where's Mia?
You find a demented cannibalistic family called the Bakers, as your basic objective is to find your lost wife, but you're trapped in a mansion deep in the Louisiana bayou. Each member of the Baker family has their own approach. Jack is the enemy who will follow you and attack you when you least expect it. Marguerite requires more of a stealthy approach, as she releases disgusting bugs that if you're not careful, you can take some serious damage. Lucas is pretty much inspired from the Saw movies, creating fatal traps and moderate puzzles, which is a little bit disappointing considering the older games. The combat system is pretty simplistic, that'll make you completely vulnerable even if there's a good amount of guns. It's all about your accuracy and being smart of saving ammo. Enemies can take a lot of damage before you can put them down. Items are pretty scarce, and with a simple crafting mode, you'll have to be sure what you want to continue on. Resident Evil 7 atmosphere is dark, abhorrent, and frightening. Easily to be wary of your surroundings as you hear low sinister laughs, doors being slammed shut, and dreadful footsteps. It's just enough to make you paranoid.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody.
Even if I'm not a fan of the risky first-person view, it does add that extra layer of fear. I haven't tried Resident Evil 7 in PlayStation VR just because I don't own one. There are moments in the game, especially in the end, when things just start to drag, and also the lack of more challenging puzzles, which is something that it's really needed. But it's definitely not a game-ruining experience. The game can be finished between 8 to 10 hours, with a few questions answered and some, well, let's say I'm looking forward for the next entry. Resident Evil has indeed returned to its former glory.
Tell